People seem to think that I hate my curly hair or that I want to be more white by doing.
When are we going to admit that wearing our hair in its natural state majority of the time is draining?
I love this conversation, and I love that we are finally being honest and having candid conversations about the realities of the upkeep that inherently comes with taking care of your natural hair. But I do think that we're still ignoring a major elephant in the room, which is that if it were actually socially acceptable for us to wear our hair in its actual natural state, I'm talking no braid outs, no finger coiling, no wash and go, no stretching, no heat, none of the crazy routines that we go through to tame our natural hair, it wouldn't be this hard. If it was considered cute to wear our hair naturally, and I mean like truly naturally, because I think we use the word naturally to describe hair that hasn't been like chemically processed or heat damaged, but most of the natural girls aren't really wearing their hair in its true natural state, if we really want to be honest with ourselves. And I don't think a lot of people are ready for that conversation. I've seen a lot of conversations.
There's a girl who's always been confident on the outside, but deep down, she's tired. Tired of pretending she loves her natural hair when, in reality, she dreads taking out her sew-in. Every time she looks in the mirror without it, she doesn't feel beautiful, just exposed. And it's not just her. More and more girls are saying it out loud. They hate their 4C hair. They say it's too much to deal with, too stressful, too ugly. The saddest part? This mindset is becoming normal. Girls with natural hair get laughed at, called pick-mes, or clowned for embracing what grows from their scalp. And even the ones who try to uplift others, they're met with silence or hate. It's a cycle of self-rejection playing out in real time, and the world is watching. When we tear down our own beauty, others don't hesitate to do the same. There's a silent, heavy struggle that so many Black girls face, a struggle that often goes unnoticed, even in conversations about beauty and identity. It's the struggle with 4C hair. This hair isn't just a texture, it's a whole experience. From the moment we are young, we're bombarded with messages telling us that our natural hair is too difficult, too rough, or not beautiful enough. These aren't always spoken out loud. Sometimes they come from the subtle glances, the questions from relatives, or the way dolls and media only ever show looser curls and silky straight hair. For many girls with 4C hair, the tightest, most shrink-prone texture, it feels like, they are invisible in the world's definition of beauty. The pressure to change our hair, to straighten it, to cover it, to alter it so it fits a more widely accepted standard, starts early. We watch as friends' hair moves freely, shines under the sun, or bounces with every step, and we wonder why our hair behaves differently. The truth is, 4C hair is unique, beautiful, and strong, but it's also fragile in its own way. Caring for it requires patience, love, and understanding. Yet, the lack of representation and support makes it easy to internalize the message that our hair isn't good enough, that it needs to be fixed or hidden. Social media complicates this further. While natural hair content has become popular, most of it centers around looser curls and effortless styles that often don't reflect the reality of 4C hair care. Many 4C girls feel left out or dismissed when their challenges aren't acknowledged. The casual comments that 4C hair isn't for everyone, or that it's too much work, sting deeply. They aren't just about hair. They symbolize the larger issue of exclusion and invisibility in spaces that claim to celebrate natural beauty. This makes the journey towards self-love even harder, but also even more necessary. Learning to love your 4C hair means reclaiming a part of yourself that the world has tried to label as difficult or undesirable. It means seeing beyond the societal standards and embracing the richness, the history, and the power woven into every coil. Loving 4C hair is an act of defiance against decades of exclusion. It's healing, a way to connect with culture, and an affirmation of identity. Yes, the road to acceptance can be painful and full of self-doubt, but it's also one of the most beautiful journeys a Black girl can take, a journey toward freedom, pride, and authentic self-love.
Asking me why I care about something you hate or have been trying not to care about. Also, notice how I never told you specifically that you had to do something with your hair, even in this video. That's the mindset that came up in your head because it's something you've already been arguing with yourself on for ages. But you genuinely don't believe that there's beauty in natural hair, so you don't want to embrace it. Why do y'all want to hate natural hair so bad but then get mad when hair discrimination continues? Because people on the outside of this issue are not seeing a difference between the way we talk about our own hair and the way other people talk about our hair. If we want the problem to stop, we have to also be uplifting ourselves. Because what do you mean don't show up to your event with the hair that grows out of my head? Are you out of your mind? Y'all have elevated the bust downs to such an extent that you treat people like they're raggedy without them. Y'all have managed to make natural hair the lowest form of beauty, and you expect people with the wrong type of natural hair for you to be silent so as not to disturb your comfort levels too much. So now this whole thing just reeks of elitism. And if it gets bad enough, y'all actually start body shaming people for having their hair. You don't want to hear people talk about it because you don't want to have to realize that the problem you face is coming from inside you. The call is not even coming from inside the house anymore. It's coming from inside your pocket. Direct line. Your mindset about your hair is the reason why you think it's ugly and you don't want to deal with it. You want to hide it away. You want to put it away. You don't want the rest of the world to see your ugly natural hair. But natural hair is hard and tedious. Well, it wouldn't be if you would actually start listening to the people who actually know what they're talking about when it comes to natural hair. But you perpetuate your own problematic mindsets toward those people as well. You judge whether or not they have the right to speak on hair by the same metrics you use to judge beauty, and then you get mad when people challenge you and call you out on it. So now let me ask y'all a final question. Do y'all actually like natural hair, or do you just like being able to say you don't use relaxer?